Sunday morning, Howard Hamlin Series Regatta number 2, Turkey Day Regatta, Long Beach. We've got these girls helmet day. Yeah, it's a frontal passage. So yesterday we were supposed to have the rain, but we had more of a low pressure passing. It's still passing now. This is the passing in the front. We got northwest wind. It gets chilly and it usually blows windy, and then sometimes it dies. And we've got them overbanked right now just a little bit. This is a light team. And in the light spots we go tighter on the jib and we move forward 2 inches on the crew. And then in the flat spots we gain height in the water, and then right before chop we put the bow down an inch. It's pretty flat water in this direction. Yesterday was it's pretty choppy. You just don't want to be going full bore upwind right into hit a wave. You just got to keep that half an inch off the wind. Okay. Borellis are in 4th. They could be 1st. They had 1 flip yesterday. But it's tight. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are within a point or 2. Race 1 on Sunday, and the wind has obviously dropped off to about 9 knots, 10 knots. We had a great lecture this morning. With Charlie McKee, talking about all kinds of boat setup things and strategies and tactics for more windy conditions, which we anticipated. And we had Howie Hamlin, who this series is named after. We had Howie Hamlin kind of talk to the kids, because our program at HBYS is strictly based on his training techniques of collaboration and working together and experimentation. And I love the part when he talked about you got to go a little on each edge of what you think is the balance up, when you're doing things like upwind, pin the main in to steer, and then have the main a little too loose, play the main more. You go on each edge of what you think is the best way to go upwind. Over time, figure it out. So we got these guys right here, their main halyards slipping down, which is just going to twist the leech off, so you just got to pull the leech too hard. Their traveler's probably not tight enough anymore. But they have more problems than that. You cannot heel like that. That's way worse than having your main halyard down. You guys got to come out a little sharper. Okay, these are tough conditions. Frontal passing conditions, light air, under 10 knots. And who knows what's going to happen. I think it looks windier out here. Race 1 on Sunday. This is about 10 knots over here. Kevin Holland second. Boat 2 on the hard right first. We've got the fins looking headed on starboard downwind, so this is looking good for these guys actually. Here's Braden and Ben doing quite well here again. They had a couple of seconds yesterday. This is the newest in our fleet, other than Sean and Logan. So this is tough. It is hard to decide. Reading the wind is very difficult right now. This looks light where I am, but it feels plenty windy, and these guys look headed actually on. I thought they were going to get lifted on board. And here's the leader right there. They kind of sail the flattest of anybody. They actually borderline on heeling to windward, which I don't think you need to do. I don't think you need to heel to windward very much. A fraction in steadier winds. For some people, heeling to windward just makes the steering too hard.
Save the sandwich! No!
Not a good way to eat lunch. Holding the water bottle in his mouth, resealing his sandwich. 2 on Sunday. Current is going right to left. Oh, good. Just keeping them main out this time although she needs it in now. But she's had a habit of pulling the main in when she wants to go down. These guys, the current's it's gonna be hard to lay that down there, you guys. This is where you want to be, where the Pirellis are. This is where you want to be, right here. Very close to the line in the middle of the current going. Against when you're bucking the current. These guys are winning the regatta. They just won the last race on a good comeback. All right, Sean got a good exit here. That's good. Okay, so these guys are low fast, and these guys are higher and a little slower, heel to windward. So two different modes. And basically, these guys have been sailing together so much that they're just able to get around the traffic a little better and it's a little steadier. This is Dylan's second 29er regatta, the skipper here. He's easily in second place in the regatta here. These guys' sails are less twisted, more twisted. Less twisted. Need a little leech cord. Do I have anybody behind me? No. Look at Sean and Loki. Way too much twist, but look at them. That's driving force conditions for these guys, so. Little leech cord. I let his leech cord on his jib off too much. This looks really nice. Now obviously Loki could lower himself. He's got less than, he's got 1/50th the amount of experience as that crew ahead of him. Very few people have skippered or crewed more than the crew on boat 2 there in the last 3 years. We got Charlie McKee. We got 2 Olympians in our coach boat there, Charlie and Gisela. 9 highs, 9 highs. The Olympics. Look at Ben. Ben and Braden were going with a half inch tighter on the jib. They got 3rd, 4th in the last race. Outstanding performance by these guys. Maddie right here. They look almost exactly the same as Dylan and Wyatt. And then obviously the hard part of sailing boat, you can tell neither of them are really looking long vision on the wind, and that's easy to say and hard to do. Here we go. It looks like Maddie's not that far in. Kevin Cross, Dylan over there. This is awesome. Oh boy. This is a little team against a bigger team. Race 2 on Sunday, and it is done. They're doing a really good job of keeping the kites loose and curling. Just whoever can trim the loosest without luffing. And then as it gets light, the crew gets forward towards the shrouds more. Get the stern out of the water. So we think first place is right there. So anything could happen. Anything could happen. Race 2 on Sunday, first gates. I don't see an S flag up. I thought they might shorten the course and finish you at the, but I do think this might be a 2-lapper, so this race is going to another hour probably. There's a little wind coming down, but
keep boat patient. Go ahead, patience. You have a whiteboard.
wow, that was interesting.
Let me check. I believe we did.
He's doing the stand-up really high method.
We're just turning through the options here and how that's all going to work out.
I'm not sure yanking the boat backwards is a good idea. Now you got to look long term. It looks light and left. Less jib. You can tell they're gonna have too much jib halyard on. Probably too much Cunningham on. They could go bang a little looser. Oh, they just did. They just went jib halyard looser. Nice. Look at that. I don't have Bluetooth with them, by the way.
Can we have permission to pull original W2, please?
And the crew does the moving. The skipper, okay, so she's trapping in the light spot. She just leans forward. The skipper doesn't need to move. The crew does everything. Yeah, dropping off the bar. You got to move forward in the light spots. You got to move fore and aft long. We've been talking a lot about it. If you lean back, you just kick the stern in the water. You're pulling from the top of the mast. You lean back, it just pushes the stern down in the water 1-2 inches. Dramatically slows you down. This looks really good.
Station Sydney T.
They rounded second at the last windward, and they are just flying to the finish line here, winning another race. It's great for Kevin to talk us through his heavy air kind of checklist of what he does on all the setup for a brief when the breeze starts to build, with the shrouds and the process that you go through. Borelli's in fourth, Dylan and Wyatt in third. And we got now a sea breeze, so the wind direction we had before was in the 290 range, 300 range, and then it was south and forth in that area, 280, 300, and then now it's gone to 230. So this is a little sea breeze coming in here, and that's why we think that's why we had the light air. We had a northwesterly and a westerly, west-southwest fighting each other there for a little bit. Fifth, maybe sixth. Yep, I think they're going to get Braden and Ben. Oh no, this is Sean and Loki getting a fifth. This would be awesome. Yeah, nice. That was awesome. Probably the last race. Pin end's favored by a lot. That's the boat end now. They start the opposite way here. Pin end is this end, boat end is the pin end, or the left end. Sean is late. The Borelli should stay higher. Yep, see how the Borellis are kind of coming up higher, closer to the line. When that left end's favored by this much, you gotta stay way up on the line. Yeah, see how the Borellis are just staying way up on the line? That way they're gonna be able to come back down. You could even be over at 30. I think they should have slowed down a little, but I don't know the time. There you go. Oh, Wyatt's over. Brendan and Braden and Ben right here. Oh, they got Kevin put away here. These guys have a lot of experience with the Britain this year for the world. They're a contender for the youth world qualifier team. This looks awesome. Light spot for Ben here now. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, baby. Terrence Gleason right here. I worked with Terry 25 years ago, J World Sailing School. Then the tier 2s, then the tier 1s, just like all these other kids. One time JP was trying to pull his mast out of the mud at Coronado because he's turtle. He swam down there when he was 13. He swam down there and tried to pull it out of the mud. Okay, we're gonna see who comes out ahead here. I think Braden might be okay here. We'll see. Shy ley line. Loose jib, man. The loose jib, man. Trees. We're fourth, third or fourth. Yeah, we're losing trees to the first two. And I'm behind Braden a little, but I'm gonna say we're fourth. Is that Dr. Brad? I think so. Yeah, beauty. Did Kevin round first?
29 is from W2.
Bare feet, no bibs, ice water in the vein. This looks really good. And then in the flat spots, let the boat gain an inch of height in the flat water spots. Or even in the light spots, you gain a touch of height. Whoa, they got an upwind following wave right now. That just looks really good. Oh, very good. The tiller only went to the tow rail. That's how you know you're getting good at tacks, is you're only having to put the tiller to the tow rail. He probably should have overstood by just a little more. He probably should have just overstood, knowing he was going to get tacked on. So now you just got to power up. You just got to move forward. Heel the boat, heel the windward. Jib looks good. Permission to lower himself more. He could go a little lower. He let the main out too way too much. And his room is at like 7. Yeah. He's got a height. That's alright. Great practice. We finally have good conditions. We've had a few regattas in a row that have been really light or really crazy, and nice to just get something we can work on. Steady. A little more steady. They're taking on. You think these guys' bangs popped off on the open leg or something?
Patience to ABYC base. ABYC